Good morning, everyone. In yesterday lecture, we have covered some important topics, that is air and the composition of air, then structure of atmosphere. Then we have seen lots of sources which is responsible for generate the air pollutant, and these air pollutants are responsible for making the air polluted, that is making the climatic changes. Okay, so yesterday, okay, so there are two types of sources, that is natural sources and artificial sources. Okay, I'll just explain in brief. Okay, so natural sources, like the carbon monoxide, which is like the radioactive decay, wildfires releasing smoke and carbon monoxide into the atmosphere, and volcanic activity. Okay, producing sulfur, chlorine, and ash particulates are a few examples of pollution coming from the natural sources. And then artificial sources includes automobiles, industrial emission due to burning of fossil fuel, burning of coal or wood for domestic or industrial use. Then aeroplane exhaust, ships exhaust, use of various explosive devices in war. Okay. Then second one is launching of rockets in space, testing of missiles, nuclear bomb, etc. Burning of other waste like dry leaves, papers, and other discarded material like tires. Then industrial accidents. Okay, these are the examples of artificial sources. Okay, which are coming from the human activities. Okay, from the industries or industrialization. Then we have seen that the total sources including there are two types of total sources, that is stationary sources and mobile sources. And in these stationary sources, also classified into two types, that is point sources and area sources. Then point sources is nothing but they are pollutant Okay, the air pollutant which is originated from the a particular point, that is the industrial processing. Then second one is the power plants, fuel combustion, coal, oil, gas. Okay, means fuel combustion include coal combustion, oil combustion, or gas. Then solid waste disposal, municipal incineration. Okay, and then open burning and miscellaneous. Okay, these are the examples of point sources. Then the area sources. Okay, area sources means the pollutants which are originated from the mm, huge area. Examples is residential heating, uh, including coal, gas, oil. Then institutional and commercial heating, including coal, oil, gas. Then on-site incineration. If we do the combustion of any fuels or any waste material on empty area, okay, then this is nothing but the area sources of that air pollutant. Then open burning, then evaporative losses. Okay, these are the examples of stationary sources. Then mobile sources, it also classified into two types of sources, that is line sources and area sources. Line sources indicate that the mobile sources, okay, the pollutants are releases from the line path. Okay, then the examples of line sources is highway vehicles, railroad, locomotives, and channel vessels. Okay. Also, there is area sources. Then, in area sources, motor vehicles, light duty or medium duty or heavy duty. Then rail yard locomotives. Then port vessels, aircraft, airports, etc. Okay, these are the total sources of air pollutants, which is originated or which is released from that particular sources. Then what is air pollutant? Okay, the air pollutant is nothing but the material in the air that can have adverse effects on humans and at the ecosystem. It also responsible for imbalancing the proportion of air, proportion of atmosphere. Okay, it is responsible for the climatic change, also for the uh, seasonal variations. Okay, it is responsible for making the making the smog into the atmosphere, then dust into the atmosphere, then mist into the atmosphere. Okay, that is nothing but the air pollutant. The substance that can be solid particles, it can be solid particles, liquid droplets, or gases. Okay, means uh, they are they are available in atmosphere in various phases like solid, liquid, and gaseous. A pollutant can be of natural origin or man-made. Okay, that is the natural origin means natural sources, and man-made is anthropogenic. That is, example is construction activities, industrializations, then power plants, thermal power plants. Okay, these are the examples of man-made activities. Okay, then pollutants are classified as primary or secondary. Then there are two types of pollutants, that is the primary pollutants and the secondary pollutants. Okay. Then primary pollutants are those emitted into the atmosphere as a result of some specific process. Okay. Those pollutants, that is those substances or those materials which are directly emitted into the atmosphere. Okay. As a result of some specific process and remain for a long time in the chemical form in which they are emitted. Some important primarily pollutants include particulates. Okay, primary pollutants are are nothing but those materials which are directly emitted into the atmosphere. Okay, and it the lifespan of these pollutants is very large. Okay. Means for a long time it survive in the atmosphere in their chemical form. Okay, in which they are emitted. That is, they couldn't change their uh, originality. Okay, means they are not mixed with another pollutant. When they release atmosphere, they remain as it is in their chemical form for a long period. Okay, so some important primary pollutants include particulates, that is nothing but the solid or liquid particles. Then oxygen, oxides of sulfur, then oxides of carbon, that is carbon monoxide, then hydrocarbons, hydrogen, sulfur, okay, NH. Okay, these are the examples of primary pollutants. Okay, then from the primary pollutants, there are some there are some photochemical reactions are occurring into the atmosphere, and from this photochemical reaction, some of the pollutants are react with each other and made some harmful gases or harmful pollutants. Okay, these are the pollutants those formed in the atmosphere as a result of some reaction. Okay, it is formed in the atmosphere as a result of some reaction. Some reaction is nothing but the some chemical reaction. Then this reaction may be photochemical or non-photochemical. Oh, photochemical means in the presence of sun, and non-photochemical means in the absence of sun. Okay, the photochemical or non-photochemical and may take place in between two pollutants. Okay, if one pollutant, if may take place between two pollutants or between a single pollutant and natural constituents of the atmosphere. Okay, that means that if one pollutants are emitted into the atmosphere, and these pollutants are not harmful, but when it get contact with another harmful pollutants and form form the air pollutants which is hazardous to the human health, that is nothing but the secondary pollutants. it may be it may be single, it may be two pollutants, or it may be naturally occurring pollutant. Okay. Well-known example of secondary pollutants are ozone. Okay. Ozone, how ozone, how ozone is formed in the atmosphere. When from the photosynthesis process, which is done in the uh, plant. Okay. The byproduct of photosynthesis process is nothing but the oxygen. When it release into the atmosphere, that is O2, and it attracted one O from the atmosphere and it formed the ozone. Okay, that is O3. Then NO, nitrogen monoxide, then peroxyacetyl nitrate, that is PAN, and photochemical smog and acid rain. Okay, generally acid rain contain H2SO4, acid and nitric acid. Okay, so it is all about the yesterday. Then today we will see the number of pollutants. Okay, and their classification also. Okay, according to their origin, according to their matter, there are number of air pollutants are present in the air. Okay, classification according to the state of matter. According to this criteria, the air pollutant may be classified as follows. Okay, you can see the table. Then in table, there are classification of pollutant on the basis of the state of matter in their major classes and subclasses. Okay, in major classes, first one is organic gases. Okay, and in organic gases included hydrocarbons. Okay, then aldehydes, ketones, and other organics. And typical members of subclasses, that is हायड्रोकार्बन्स अल्डिहाइड्स अँड केटोन्स मध्ये कुठले येतात हेक्झेन बेन्झीन इथिलीन मिथेन ब्युटेन ओके these are the gases of or these are the organic gases which is responsible for air pollutant. Then formaldehyde, acetone, chlorinated hydrocarbons, alcohols, nitrogen dioxide, and nitric oxide. Then then second class is inorganic gases. Inorganic gases includes oxides of nitrogen, oxides of sulfur, oxides of carbon, and other inorganics. Okay, so these inorganic gases are very much harmful for the atmospheric changes. Okay, so these are the major air pollutant, and including sulfur dioxide, sulfur trioxide, carbon monoxide, carbon dioxide, hydrogen sulfide, hydrogen fluoride, ammonia, chlorine. Okay, these are nothing but the inorganic gases. Okay, then first one is sulfur dioxide, second one is sulfur trioxide, third one is carbon monoxide, fourth one is carbon dioxide, fifth one is hydrogen sulfide, hydrogen fluoride, ammonia, and chlorine. Okay, then in particulates, okay, particulates is nothing but the solid particles or liquid particles, or in general gases also. Then solid particles or particulates include dust, smoke, fume, mist, or spray. Okay, these are the examples of particulates. The various gases and vapors which are important air contaminants are given in table. Okay, so air contaminants means major air contaminants uh, which is very play role for the making environment pollution polluted. That is the sulfur compound, that is oxides of sulfur. Okay, means sulfur जे आपण कंपाउंड मध्ये प्रेझेंट असेल विच इज व्हेरी हार्मफुल फॉर द एअर पोल्युशन. दिस एक्झाम्पल आहे SO2, SO3, H2S and mercaptans. Okay, second one is nitrogen compound, that is NO2 and NH3 is nothing but the methane. Okay, nitrogen compounds. Then oxygen compounds O3, CO, CO2. Okay, O3 means ozone, carbon monoxide, and carbon dioxide gas. Then halogen compounds, that is HF fluorides, then HCl, hydrogen chlorine gas. Okay, then organic compounds, aldehydes and hydrocarbons. Radioactive compounds मध्ये येतात radioactive gases. Okay, these are the major components. Okay, in syllabus they have asked that is the major air pollutants and their characteristic. So we will see their characteristics. Okay, so this table shows that okay, this table shows that the major air pollutants and their origin. Okay, it means that their sources from where they are originated. Okay, so first one is particulates, dust. Okay, particulates, solid, particulates, matter. Okay, suspended particular matters. Okay, then particulates, dust or SPM. They are originated from grinding, abrasion, quarrying, corrosion. Okay, this is corrosion. Sorry, erosion. That is soil erosion. Then automobiles, then construction activities, industries, mining, wind erosion, spraying, grinding, power station, cement, steel, industries, sugar industries, and automobiles. Okay, so the dust particles or the very fine or micro level particles which is uh, formed when grinding, abrasion, quarrying, or erosions are done by the human activities. Okay, these dust particles are suspended into the atmosphere and it is responsible for the mm, atmospheric pollution. Okay, the second one is sulfur oxides. सल्फर ऑक्साईड कुठनं निघतं जनरली पॉवर हाऊसेस. ओके, पॉवर हाऊसेस जिथे थर्मल मीन्स कंबशन ऑफ फ्युल्स वगैरे होतं त्या तिथे फ्युम कंबशन ऑफ फोजाईल फ्युल्स विच इज डन इन द पॉवर हाऊसेस. ओके, तर त्या प्रोसेस थ्रू सल्फर ऑक्साइड्स मीन्स ऑक्साइड्स ऑफ सल्फर तिथे फॉर्म होतात. सल्फर गॅस जनरली निघतं. देन स्मेल्टर्स मीन्स जेव्हा धातूचं मीन्स आपण एखाद्या धातूंना शेप देतो त्यावेळेस काय करतो, मॅक्झिमम हाय टेम्परेचरमध्ये त्या धातूला आपण कंबशन करतो, बर्निंग करतो. त्या बर्निंग प्रोसेसमध्ये तिथे समजा ओव्हर्स ऑफ कॉपर आहे, ओके, ॲल्युमिनियम आहे, मीन्स नंबर ऑफ अलॉय जर आपण तिथे यूज केलं त्यामधनं सल्फर डायऑक्साईड और सल्फर हे मॅक्झिमम प्रमाणात ॲटमॉस्फिअरमध्ये रिलीज होतात. That is this process is nothing but the smelters. Then fuel combustion that is oil. Okay, ऑइल झालं, कोल झालं, त्या कंबशनमुळे मॅक्झिमम प्रमाणात सल्फर हा बाहेर पडतो. देन ऑइल रिफायनरीज, देन सल्फ्युरिक ऍसिड प्लांट्स. हे सल्फ्युरिक ऍसिड प्लांट्स मीन्स those plants which are manufacturing the sulfuric acid. Okay, then automobiles. Okay, जे ऑटोमोबाईल्सचे पार्ट्स वगैरे बनतात त्यामध्ये सल्फर मॅक्झिमम प्रमाणात हवेमध्ये मिक्स होतो. ओके, दिस इज द ओरिजिन ऑफ सल्फर ऑक्साइड्स. देन थर्ड वन इज हायड्रोजन सल्फाइड. Okay, and hydrogen sulfide is originated from the petroleum industries. Okay, mainly from petroleum industries, wastewater treatment. Okay, wastewater treatment plants, uh, then sanitaries and oil refineries. Okay, these are the major sources of hydrogen sulfide. Then carbon monoxide, metabolic activity and fuel combustion. Okay, carbon monoxide also it is or the main, it includes also the smoke, sorry, cigarette smoking. Okay, cigarette smoking also the major role play to generate the carbon monoxide into the atmosphere. Okay, then metabolic activity, then fuel combustion, then carbon monoxide also uh, originated from the fuel burning, automobile exhaust, and also mining. Then ozone is formed by the photochemical reactions. Okay, and then lead also originated from the automobile exhaust. Organic solvents, vaporization from fuels, solvent use, paint we used in our house. Okay, and then paint contain VOC content, that is volatile organic compound content, and from this volatile organic compound, when we get contact with this compound, we feel dizziness and the. Am I audible? मला शिकवायचे आहे ना. Okay. Then organic solvents, which is originated from the vaporization from fuel. Solvent use paint, pesticides. Pesticides we use in the agriculture area for the crop growth and protection of crop. Then cooking, then cosmetics. Okay, these are the main sources of air pollutant. Please note down in your book. Note down that point. Note down that slides. It is important from the exam point of view. Noted down the slide. I hope everyone noted this point. Okay, I'll continue. So, natural contaminants include, among natural contaminants like pollen is important because of its peculiar properties irritating to some individuals. Okay, pollen grains is the part of flowers. Okay, then flowers excrete. Okay, flower secrete the pollen grains particle, which is very small in size, and when it releases from the flowers it get contact with the atmospheric air, and when it flow flow a long distance in the air, and if we get contacted with pollen grains, that means when it get contacted with our eyes, it result in irritating to some individuals. Okay, that is the human or animals. Then pollen grains are discharged into the atmosphere from weeds. Okay, then grasses and trees because of wind pollination. Okay, thousands of pollen grains are liberated. Okay, means in air there are numerous number of pollen grains are present in air. Uh, we can't see also, means our own eyes, but it can flow in air freely. Due to airborne pollutants, some allergic diseases like asthma, high fever can occur. Okay, means from the air pollutant, there are some diseases we have to face when we get contacted with that. That is some allergic diseases like asthma, high fever. Okay, then particulates. Particulates is nothing but the is any material except uncombined water. Okay, except uncombined water means combined water. Okay, त्याचा meaning काय होते? Material with combined water that exist as a solid or liquid in the atmosphere. Okay, it may be solid form, it may be liquid form. Okay, or in a gas stream at ordinary conditions. The particulates present in air are generally of various sizes. Okay, it varies with their sizes and can be defined more specifically as any dispersed solid or liquid with the particles larger than a single small molecules. Disperse is nothing but the फैलाव. Okay, means solid or liquid particles मध्ये ते फैलतात कुठे atmospheres मध्ये and त्यांचे sizes differ करतात. Okay, so than a single small molecule, that is 0.002 micron, but smaller than 500 micron. Particles in this spectrum of size can remain suspended for a few seconds to several months. Particulates in air are of various nature and on this basis can be defined as follows. Okay, uh, I'm I'm not mentioning the sizes. Basically, there are two particulates, that is suspended particulates and settleable particulates. Okay, if the size of particulates less than 1 micron, okay, then those particulates is nothing but the suspended particulates. Okay, means it easily suspended in the air, and those particulates have size more than 1 micron. Okay, they are getting settled into the they are getting settled in the earth earth surface. Okay, because of their density. Okay, so some particulates have very less density, and due to that less density than the air, and due to this they can easily suspended in the air. Okay, then particulates in air are of various nature and on the basis can be defined as follows. Then there's some examples of particulates is nothing but the dust. Okay, first is dust. These are considered of solid particles larger than colloidal size and are capable of temporary suspension in air and other gases. Okay, dust is nothing but the solid particles larger than colloidal size and are capable of temporary suspension in air. Okay, means it can suspend suspense in air and other gases. Then second one is aerosol. Second one is aerosol. These are solids or liquid of microscopic size dispersed in gaseous media. Okay, these are nothing but the solids or liquids particles. Okay, which have microscopic size, which means we can't see by our ओन आईज. ओके, सो वी हॅव टू, जर आपल्याला कुठे पार्टिकल्स बघायचे असेल तर आपल्याला मायक्रोस्कोपचा यूज करून ते पार्टिकल्स बघता येईल, बट आपण आपल्या उघड्या डोळ्याने त्याला बघू शकत नाही, इतकं सूक्ष्म असतात ते. ओके, आणि ते कुठे असतात? गॅसेस मीडिया, दॅट इज ॲटमॉस्फेरिक एअरमध्ये ते मिक्स झालेले असतात. दॅट इज त्याला काय म्हणतात? एरोसोल्स. एक्झाम्पल्स काय त्याचे? स्मोक, फॉग और मिस्ट. दीज आर द एक्झाम्पल ऑफ स्मोक, फॉग और मिस्ट. सॉरी, these are the example of aerosol. काय असते? स्मोक, फॉग और मिस्ट. सेकंड आहे स्मोक. स्मोक म्हणजे काय होते? इट इज द टर्म नॉर्मली अप्लाय टू द विजिबल प्रोडक्ट. ओके, ते झालंय. विजिबल प्रोडक्ट्स ऑफ इम्परफेक्ट कंबशन. समजा इनकम्प्लीट कंबशन असेल फ्युलचं, समजा, किंवा कुठलाही वेस्ट जनरेट इन्सिनरेशन प्रोसेस असते, ते जर इनकम्प्लीट झालं तर त्यामधनं जेही धूर निघतो इज नथिंग बट द स्मोक. एक्झाम्पल इज द स्मोक प्लूम कमिंग आउट ऑफ चिमनीज वेअर फ्यूल इज बर्न. ओके, इनकम्प्लीट बर्निंग मुळे जेही धूर बाहेर निघतो फ्रॉम द चिमनीज ऑफ एनी इंडस्ट्रियल industry, okay, is the best example of smoke. Okay, then fog is it is consisted of visible aerosols in which the dispersed phase is liquid. Okay, in which means जे लिक्विड पार्टिकल्स मध्ये आपल्याला लिक्विड पार्टिकल्स मध्ये आपल्याला फॉग दिसते. फॉग मीन्स का? ते धुकं. पण मग तो फॉग फॉग दिसते, धुकं. त्यामध्ये मॅक्झिमम प्रमाणे लिक्विड पार्टिकल्स असतात, दॅट इज लिक्विड एरोझोल असते. मीन्स मायक्रोस्कोपिक लिक्विड पार्टिकल्स विच आर प्रेझेंट इन द ॲटमॉस्फिअर, अँड इट इज ऑल्सो reduces the visibility into the atmosphere. Okay, so it is responsible for air pollution also. So की इकडे थोडं डिटेलमध्ये दिलंय. Aerosols refers to the dispersion of solid and liquid particles of microscopic size in gaseous medium such as dust, fog, and fumes, smoke, or mist. Then aerosol differs widely in terms of particle size, particle density, and importance as pollutants. Diameter of particles generally ranges from 0.01 micron to less up to 100 micron. Okay, मीन्स aerosol हे जनरली 0.01 मायक्रॉन पासून स्टार्ट होतात आणि अप टू असतात लेस दॅन 100 मायक्रॉन, आणि 100 मायक्रॉनच्या जास्ती असेल तर ते काय होतं? सेटलेबल. ओके, देन डस्ट पार्टिकल मीन्स it is made up of solid particles predominantly larger than those found in colloids and capable of temporary suspension in air or other gases. Okay, dust is produced by grinding, crushing of organic, inorganic materials. Wait.